I have very rarely been a part of a space that is so inclusive and so thoughtful about how to make sure that everybody in the space feels welcome and comfortable doing whatever they need to do to have a successful future camp.
I think it's so important because it gives neurodivergent people like a space to be themselves, because a lot of times we're like put down for that, but I think here like everyone can be their like artistic selves and reach their potential, and I just find that very liberating.
I'm Camila, and I am the creative writing instructor this year.
So my name is Colby Hirschberger. I am leading up the makerspace and instructing them in some classes.
My name is Jason, or JB, and I'm the music instructor this year.
I'm Taney. I am this year's Future Camp animation teacher, which is pretty cool.
Hi, my name is Parag Shanti Goel. It's your prerogative to know my name, and this is the performance room.
Today we're actually working on some set design and building, which is a huge part of the stop motion experience. So I'm passing out some cardboard at the moment. That is one of my favorite materials to work with. We've just been doing a lot of animation stuff, and like any class, people are coming into it with, some students have a ton of knowledge of animation, and some students are like, I just think animation's cool and I want to try it out. So I'll work with students individually based on kind of where they're at in the animation world, and that's what we've been up to.
We're doing all sorts of fun stuff. We've already done sock puppets. We've done miniature set building. Today we're going to do a little bit of painting, which is scary for me because, to be honest, I'm not a good painter. So I'm hoping today goes well. We also had a lot more campers sign up, so it's very exciting but a little nerve-wracking. But yeah, I've been here. This is my third year at Evolve, and it's been just a super fun process. Coming to camp every year, teaching basically arts and crafts, but arts and crafts on a much higher level.
The most exciting thing about the group project is how a bunch of creative ideas from a lot of different amazing brains comes together, and we get to celebrate that in one show and get to really see everybody's creativity highlighted and get to see a lot of talent shining on the stage.
I love a musical, and I knew some teachers and some other campers were also people that enjoyed musicals, so I was like, cool, kind of appeasing some interest level there. And then I needed to think about a setting, and I love a post-apocalypse story. I'm like all about like some dystopian sci-fi, so maybe that's a little bit for me, but it felt like I was in good company, and I also really like the contradiction of like post-apocalypse musical.
This year we have a stop motion animation class, and we have been talking a little bit in the stop motion animation class about the ways that we can use animation and film to make access happen. And so our stop motion class is animating some captions for their animation. So they have like moving text on the screen that is part of the world of the animation. So that class has really embraced this idea of not only doing access, but doing access in a really creative and artistic way.
Everybody learns differently, everybody experiences the same lesson differently. Engagement looks different to everyone. So it's really a lesson or a test for me at just kind of reassessing where I'm coming from and making sure that I'm, whether it's explaining things clearly, whether it's explaining things differently, or whether it's just kind of, redirecting and letting their creativity go somewhere else where they're more inclined today.
Thank you. So here's some music that we made. It's being incorporated into the final project, but we made it to accompany gameplay that we couldn't hear. So kind of like reinventing a soundtrack or making a new one. Somebody suggested the N64 game, Mickey's Speedway. So here's our Mickey's Speedway music. And I think most of the people that contributed to this had never played a keyboard instrument or guitar. I think there's one exception. I always make sure to set people up with a framework that no matter what your experience, whatever you play can be meaningfully incorporated. That's something that always excites me because you never know, again, what people are going to bring to it, what their ideas are going to be, and how well they take to getting their hands on an instrument and just going for it, right?
7 years, it feels like yesterday. 7 years, no Pac-Man left.
Evolve's mission loosely is that we all have talents to share. That's kind of our slogan. And I think Future Camp is a space for those talents to start emerging. And in some ways, Future Camp is a little bit of an incubator. I get to see what people in Evolve's community are interested in, excited about, good at, want to get even better at. And I get to think about how to create programming that supports those desires. So for me, I'm getting like an amazing view of all of the people that are here and thinking about how I can take some of Future Camp's programming beyond the confines of these 2 weeks.
All right, here we go.
The heart of Future Camp is collective. That's the thing. I think it's so often easy to think about the heart of something being an individual human being, and oftentimes that is, but it's the community. It's the heart is a community who, generally speaking, even when abrasions happen and arguments happen and disgust happens and dysregulation happens, like everyone's back at the end of the day, like hanging out, processing things, and creating wonderfulness. I mean, so yeah, the heart of Future Camp and Evolve are the human beings, all of them collectively.
Thank you.
That was awesome!
Yeah,
It was so good.
I love it.